Good evening. A deadly struggle between police in Louisiana and the man they were trying to arrest, captured on video and shared around the world today, is provoking questions and outrage. The video appears to show a Baton Rouge policeman shooting the 37-year-old man as officers held him down on the ground. But neither it or a second video obtained by NBC News shows everything. And so tonight, as the U.S. Justice Department opens a civil rights investigation and a family grieves, the question tonight is, what exactly preceded the use of deadly force? NBC's Gabe Gutierrez has the disturbing images.
Tonight, in this newly released cell phone video, a closer look at the final moments of Alton Sterling's life.
Hey, bro! You move, I swear to God! Hey, boss!
Baton Rouge police say early Tuesday morning a 911 caller said someone matching Sterling's description had threatened him with a gun outside a convenience store.
He pulled a gun on a complainant and told him he couldn't be around there.
Police say when two officers arrived, they confronted Sterling. This first eyewitness video shows the officers tackling and wrestling Sterling to the ground. Seconds later, gunshots. This other cell phone video made public late today was shot by the store's owner. At one point, an officer yells, "He's got a gun."
Was he acting aggressive in any way towards these officers?
He just wanted to know what was going on and why are they coming to arrest him.
Abdullah Muflahi says Sterling had sold CDs outside for years and had recently started carrying a gun for protection. These up-close stills from his video show an officer pull an unidentified object from Sterling's pocket. Police have not confirmed what that is. It's also not clear what happened before the cameras started recording. Sterling's death quickly spread through social media and prompted peaceful protests.
The individuals involved in his murder took away a man with children.
Quinetta McMillan is the mother of Sterling's 15-year-old son, who couldn't hold back tears during an emotional press conference.
I, for one, will not rest and will not allow y'all to sweep him in the dirt.
Less than 36 hours after the incident, the governor announced the Department of Justice's Civil Rights Division would lead the investigation.
The outrage here is rippling across parts of the country, including demonstrators in Philadelphia. Now, the two officers involved in this shooting are 3- and 4-year veterans of the force. They are now both on administrative leave, and local authorities are urging any protesters here tonight to remain peaceful. Lester.
Lots of troubling questions to be answered there, Gabe. Thank you.
Alton Sterling's children sue Baton Rouge police over his death. By Nick Valencia, CNN, June 27, 2017, updated June 30, 2017. Alton Sterling's 5 children have filed a wrongful death lawsuit, claiming their father's fatal shooting last year by a Baton Rouge police officer violated his civil rights and fits a pattern of excessive force and racism within the police department's ranks. The suit, filed Tuesday in Louisiana State Court, claims the 2 white officers who encountered Sterling, who is black, on July 5, at a Baton Rouge convenience store used unnecessary force. The suit's claims mirror allegations that federal prosecutors weighed when they considered but last month declined to lodge civil rights charges against officers Blaine Solomani and Howie Lake II. Those case files were handed over to Louisiana Attorney General Jeff Landry, who is contemplating charges. Shocked and appalled. Without divulging specifics, the suit highlights a letter sent May 25 to Police Chief Carl Dabadie in which Baton Rouge Mayor Sharon Weston Broome refers to very disturbing details surrounding the actions of Officer Solomani that both officials received during a consultation with the Department of Justice. Solomani's termination is warranted, writes Broome, who notes she was shocked and appalled by this information. The Baton Rouge Police Department declined to comment on the lawsuit, citing pending litigation, Sergeant Don Coppola told CNN. Solomani and Lake remain on paid administrative leave, he said. The Sterling family's lawsuit names as defendants the city of Baton Rouge and its police department, along with Dabadie, Solomani, Lake and the department's liability insurer. The lawsuit, which seeks an undisclosed amount for punitive damages, comes on the heels of settlements this month in 2 other high-profile cases that left black men dead at the hands of police. The family of Philando Castile, who was shot and killed last year by a St. Anthony, Minnesota, police officer, reached a $3 million settlement with the city days after the officer in that case was acquitted of second-degree manslaughter. The family of Michael Brown, who was shot and killed in 2014 by a police officer in Ferguson, Missouri, settled its wrongful death lawsuit against that city for an undisclosed amount. Tolerating racist behavior. Sterling, 37, was selling CDs and DVDs outside the Triple S food market when the officers approached him in response to a 911 call that a man with a gun was near the store. Sterling displayed no aggressive behavior or manners, the suit claims. Sterling at the time was carrying a .38 caliber revolver, with 6 rounds in it, the Justice Department has said. Almost immediately, Soleimani pointed his service weapon at Sterling's head and yelled, "BCH, I will effing kill you, I am going to shoot you in your mother effing head," the suit claims. The officer should have known that the continued escalation and provocation would have caused a negative encounter with Mr. Sterling, the suit states. In less than 1 second, Officer Soleimani yelled at Mr. Sterling and then pulled his gun and fired 3 shots into Mr. Sterling's chest, it states. Officer Soleimani then fired 3 more rounds needlessly and excessively into the back of Mr. Sterling. The fact that Lake did not fire a single round proves that Sterling was not an imminent risk, the lawsuit notes, adding that the officers did not render urgent medical care or first aid after mortally wounding Sterling. The suit also takes aim at Dabady, claiming the police chief failed to properly train all active police officers under his control and supervision. Dabady's department failed to have a written policy on the use of deadly force, and has a history of incidents of excessive force, racism in the BRPD towards members of the African American community and inadequate oversight by decision makers in the BRPD and the city, the suit states. The suit accuses the department of having a long-standing pervasive policy of tolerating racist behavior of some of its officers. It cites local news reports of alleged racist behavior by Baton Rouge officers beginning shortly after Hurricane Katrina and continuing through protests that followed last month's Justice Department announcement. It also claims the city did not properly examine and scrutinize the backgrounds of officers Lake and Soleimani.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County Cop Watch, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I have just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago, and so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheeple up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Charlotte County Cop Watch with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me and I'm sick of it, so I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave let's say actually yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where, at least I can do it, 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month, oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea too that we have is, you know, if I got, you know, some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here, and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. You know, 47,000 of you so far right now. You know, $1 a day. I mean, $1 a month on Patreon, or $5 a month Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head. Help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.